Dariush, he's in the blue, and Rashio Magomedov in white. Dariush, the Iranian-born southpaw, comes in having won 6 of his last 7. Magomedov, 12 wins in a row.
This is one of the fights I look forward to most on the card. You know, Magomedov has a very interesting strategy. He wants to get ahead on the scorecards, really push a pace in the first round, and that would cause, they believe psychologically, would cause Dariush to really rush and get more aggressive in round 2, because where Magomedov is at his best is when guys are aggressively pursuing him, because he's such an excellent counter striker.
Takedown defense has also been a big weapon for Magomedov in order to keep the fights where he wants them.
He's excellent everywhere. Anybody who's taken him down has not been able to hold him down. But specifically, his counter left hook is excellent. It's his best punch, and his left leg, it is extremely fast. This is where Dariush wanted the fight to take place. He believes that Magomedov needs distance for his best offense. He wanted to pressure, he wanted to get inside, and would love to get Magomedov on his back.
Coming up tonight, right after our main event, all the highlights and analysis you need from Mexico City, the FS1 UFC Fight Night post-fight show, right after the main event here on FS1, or watch it live on Fox Sports.
Dariush joined Rafael dos Anjos up in Mammoth, California, over 8,000 feet to prepare for this training camp, or prepare for this fight, and then came out here 10 days early to Mexico City, so he's here for quite a while as well, at altitude to finish his camp and get his last training sessions in. And look at that, there's not only a takedown defense, but an excellent reversal from Magomedov. It just shows you how sound he is in every aspect of the game.
Magomedov not much of a submission threat, and would figure to have a hard time submitting a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt and former champion in Beneil Dariush.
Stop. Is that hard hit? And I saw it landed there. Yep, okay.
Did he ask him if it was a hard hit?
Yeah.
It hurt, it was hard. I mean, you have to defense.
Dariush is like, come on, dude. Hard enough, give me my 5. So 5 minutes will be the maximum allotted to Beneil Dariush to recover here.
You sure?
And you'll never know if the altitude affects Magomedov, because that facial expression you see right now is the same one I've seen in every single fight, every time I talk to him. I was in the sauna, in jeans no less, unfortunately for me, speaking to him a couple days ago. And honestly, even there cutting weight, stoic face.
Dude is ice, man. And getting an opportunity is Magomedov tonight against a top 10 ranked lightweight for the first time.
And that left kick for Dariush is vicious. Now, I talk about the left leg of Magomedov, how quick it is. He goes to the body well with it, and high kicks are excellent, but I've seen plenty of fights where he's done very well with it against a right-handed fighter, where the open side is right there for that left leg. Facing a southpaw, one of his biggest weapons, that left leg, not as easy to utilize it.
Good point there. 2 minutes now to go in round 1.
Easiest thing to hit with that left leg now for Magomedov is the back. And for a southpaw, it's much easier to catch that kick and convert it to a takedown if you choose to use it for the body.
Dariush trying to feint his way in. Throws the left hand. Magomedov evades it.
And the biggest thing here that's happening is pace and output. If there's one knock on the game of Magomedov, it's output. Very nice Superman punch lands there for Dariush. But Dariush is out throwing him. He's the one initiating everything. That is going to get him the round in the eyes of most judges, and that's been the biggest knock I have in the game of Magomedov. He waits too much.
Dariush recently opening up his own branch of King's MMA in Anaheim, California. Body kick is flush for Dariush.
Didn't hurt Magomedov, it hurt me.
Dirty boxing here from Magomedov, and it's effective. Nice uppercut.
It seemed to wake him up a little bit.
Dariush with a body lock.
Nicely done to get that underhook, land a couple of knees.
They're trying to take a rock down.
Oh. You mentioned Dariush's new gym. He really loves teaching. Again, we've said it many times how much that solidifies your own technique. And Dariush is brilliant. He really hasn't been doing this sport that long, right? And his growth being so fast in all aspects is really because of his intelligence. He learns so quick.
And all of their coaches collectively for both of these fighters talk about their conditioning and how hard they work. Dariush.
Oh, nice takedown.
Yeah.
15 seconds left. Magomedov needed this. He wanted a shot at winning this round.
So a good place to end the round for Magomedov.
Go, 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 go. So over here, son. Recover. Beautiful, beautiful round. Can you feel what he wants to do? He wants to counter you. But with your fakes, you break him. So the kicks is beautiful all night long. Let's work a little bit more on his side kick. The high is awesome, but I want to see you mix between low and high in the middle. Be ready when you finish with your right hand high. He wants to counter you with his left hand. So as soon as you finish, son, keep your right hand high. It's all good, coach.
With the body lock, let's get the shoulder pressure. Hang on this side. Don't use the kick so much. Keep the open line, try to pull him over.
Don't rush to put on the floor. We're breaking, understand? We won the first round. Don't have to rush to put on the floor. Just put it on the floor. When you feel he's put his back against the cage, just have to put it on the floor.
Back in Mexico City, and I know Brian Stan wishes you all could have seen the mastery from Rafael Cordero working that Dariush corner after round one.
Just all over in terms of his fighter's pace and how he wants him to mix up the locations of that left kick. Once we start working the leg, don't go high too many times, get predictable. And then told him, every time you throw that left kick, as soon as you do, keep your right hand high, because he's going to look to counter you with the left hook every time. That's right on the money. That's excellent film study by Rafael Cordero and knowing his fighter's opponent.
And for coaches, it really is an art, maximizing those 60 seconds between rounds. Pahon Pina, Marcos D'Amata working hard in the corner of Rashio Magomedov, who absorbs a left hand there from Dariush.
Two outstanding technicians in the octagon right now. We saw a little bit of everything, a little bit of wrestling, clinch work, takedown in round one. And these guys are constantly reading each other, looking at tendencies, looking at hand placement, looking for an opening.
Hard to even recall a round that Magomedov hasn't won decisively in his UFC career. That left hand, though, starting to find a home consistently for Dariush. Beautiful straight counter from Magomedov.
What I like what Dariush is doing, he's trying to limit the space Magomedov has by getting his back against the fence. Excellent kicks. Both guys traded nice kicks there.
Really good body kick from Magomedov. An immediate welt on the left side of Dariush. Dariush instinctively, every time Magomedov goes to the body, counters with that inside leg kick.
And that's a drill that a lot of kickboxers will do, and you can see it. It's just instinctive for him. When people touch the body, he goes right to it. And that's exactly where Cordero wanted to work, too. So look, you work the body, you work the head. I want you to start to work that leg, too. And it's the volume of Dariush that starts to add up against Magomedov. He was able to add to the volume after he got kicked to the body hard in round one. He got some good dirty boxing and then the takedown. He's got to have that sense of urgency more often in this fight. Round one was a very close round. I could see that going either way.
This one of several fights on the card, closing close to a pick'em in Las Vegas. It is FS1 UFC Fight Night. Dos Anjos versus Ferguson. John Anik, Brian Stan on hand in Mexico City. Nice lightweight fight playing out here between Beneil Dariush and Rashio Magomedov.
Interesting to see Magomedov not looking to break the tie clinch, just looking for uppercuts here, still allowing Dariush to control. He's landed many nice knees to the body. And I'll trade that. I'd rather land that knee to the body than just eat those small, short uppercuts. There's not much on those.
Dariush continues to apply pressure, preventing Magomedov from backing away from the fence, controlling that right wrist. 2 minutes to go in round two.
And a lot of guys expected a more methodical style fight. If you try to open up or get over aggressive on either one of these guys, and you won't just lose, you'll get finished.
Right. those words, calm and methodical, what Dariush used to describe Magomedov, but really felt like his pressure could be a factor. So far it has been.
Having a really hard time getting a good position with his takedown. This is a tough spot. Time and time again, you've seen Magomedov fight off and work takedown attempts. Even when guys do get him down, I mean, he pops up lightning fast.
82% takedown defense coming in for Rashio Magomedov. He stuffed all 3 of Dariush's shots thus far.
And 18% that got him down, he was up fast.
Right. Just over a minute to go, round 2.
But this has been about a minute of control time for Dariush. Magomedov's back against the fence. He has got to dig from the hook and get out of here. He's far too comfortable here. He's giving up points. He was able to land that inside trip in round 1 and get a late takedown. He's going to need to do something like that if he wants to win this round. He really hasn't mounted too much offense.
Well, and if we do see a 3rd round, we'll see just how urgent Magomedov is. We talk so much about the depth in this lightweight division. A loss can potentially be a 2 or 3 year setback in terms of championship aspirations.
I'll tell you what, the end of each round, Magomedov's getting off there. He just landed several strikes there nicely. Back against the fence, though, which typically judges will reward the guy who's controlling the clinch and who back isn't on the fence.
And at least in terms of significant strikes landed, slight advantage to Rashio Magomedov as we move our way towards the 3rd and final round.
Probably stand up. Stand up. Quick. We won the 1st, we won the 2nd. We're going to keep the same strategy. Distance, boom, boom, kicks all day against the cage, pressure. And that's it. Coach.
Patient with that body lock. You did the single. You can pull him out with the underhook knee kick. Don't look for a single.
The fight so good for us is standing. You're going to have to rush to put it on the floor. Just going to put the floor, if you feel fifth, put it in the floor. If not, keep standing. You want the fight to stand up fight? Let's do it. We just want to keep your focus. Start the fight. It's going to be our 1st round again.
Seconds out. Seconds out. Get the score. Get the score. Behind the block. Behind the block.
FS1 UFC Fight Night is sponsored by Bud Light. Raise one to right now. So among the messages from Rafael Cordeiro to Beneil Dariush, they like the way things are going so much that say you don't need to wrestle.
And they want him out of the clinch. They'd rather him tally up the strikes. I mean, this is such a close fight. Who knows how they score those first 2 rounds. I think the fight is on the line right now.
Huge body shot.
And Magomedov, this is the first smile I've ever seen him crack. He's enjoying this.
So the anti-Sam Alvey. Oh man, he continues to land right underneath that elbow. Beneil Dariush on the left side.
And Dariush punishing his leg too. Nice left hook there for Magomedov. I think both of these guys know this fight is close. They know it's on the line. They're starting to let him rip here in round 3.
Well, and you're seeing an entirely different aggression, even though he's been effective at times in the fight. Adam Magomedov here early round 3. Back in the clinch, underhook for Rashid.
Don't grab the pitch.
See a real effort here, Magomedov, to make sure his back doesn't get put on the fence. I imagine they spoke to him about that in his corner because that was the worst thing he did in round 2. Just allowed Dariush to control him there for too long. Now Dariush is choosing to keep the tie clinch. Nice job. Use it to rotate, get himself off the fence.
Deep breath from Beneil Dariush. Under 3.5 minutes now to go round 3.
All that clinch work is tiring. I don't care how much time you spend at altitude. That's tough work no matter where you are.
Dariush continues to go back to that clinch.
When he's landing effectively there, he's landing a lot of knees to the body. Ooh, another one. And if you're really surprised, Magomedov hasn't looked to escape this position. Time and time again in this fight, he's allowed Dariush to keep that clinch there. And making the choice, now he breaks it, gets away with it.
Magomedov has been the more accurate clinch striker, but a lot of this fight has taken place right here.
This works.
And you can see his corner telling him, you need to rotate off the fence.
Nice job by Magomedov once again to get that hand to the canvas and stay upright. Just over 2 minutes to go in our third and final round. And there he is, Rafael dos Anjos, Beneil Dariush's former teammate, still very close, watching the fight and getting ready for his main event coming up shortly against Tony Ferguson.
And Dariush is choosing to maximize all the time he can get to grind up against the fence.
Come on, fight.
And the separation comes from the referee, Herb Dean, who was not seeing enough action. Under 2 minutes now to decide this one. The knee is there for Dariush.
All the clinch work and the body kicks these guys land on each other have certainly taken some out of him. Nice left hook landed again for Magomedov.
And remarkably, Magomedov in the third round of yet another UFC fight with nary a scratch on him.
Oh, good timing on that right hand by Magomedov. Best strikes he's landed this round.
Magomedov would appear to be the fresher fighter late.
And he has been the guy defending most of the takedowns. When you're working for those takedowns against the fence like Dariush has, that takes more out of you.
Dariush continues to work with his back up against the fence.
And once he can get the head down a little bit, he'll try to whip it down again and get his back off the fence. Magomedov being smart, trying to keep his head straight. But right there, Dariush intelligently takes advantage of that one opening and now switches position.
Less than a minute to go to decide this one. Magomedov successfully gets his back off the fence again.
And again, he's done a nice job trying to close each round and make an impression on the judges. Did much better in round one, obviously, than in round two with the takedown. This is an extremely close fight.
Well, and it was a pick'em fight according to Las Vegas. A lot of people had a hard time handicapping this one. Stakes are high, though, at 155 pounds. Number 9 versus number 15. Magomedov goes upstairs once again. Oh, just out of range with that right hand. Dariush lands his left.
Both guys landing here back and forth now. The fight ends almost dead even in terms of total strikes landed.
And when you have elite fighters, sometimes that is how it plays out. The official decision, and a big one at that, coming up when we return. Every weekday morning, Skip Bayless and Shannon Sharp go head-to-head on the day's hottest sports topics. It's America's fastest-growing sports show, Undisputed, with Skip and Shannon weekdays from 9:30 a.m. to noon Eastern, only on FS1. All right, we now go inside the octagon where the venerable Bruce Buffer has your official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for a decision. The judges score the contest 30-27, 30-27, and 29-28 for the winner by unanimous decision, Beneil Dariush.